So welcome to our first YouTube video. We share a mutual disappointment of blockbusters these days. We have a love for the movies, but we don't have much love for the movies that are currently out there. We want to look at them objectively, no political correctness.
We don't sugarcoat anything, we're honest.
That is true, that was an honest statement. Okay, so our first movie, we want to start with Jurassic World. Why this movie? Oh my god, it got so much hype about the opening weekend, and it pisses me off that we measure movies this way. And this movie did not deserve any hype at all. I mean, for the budget they had, and for the expectations they raised, there is no way this movie should receive any praise on any level. But that's just me, I'm an angry Generation Y, or is that what I am?
You were just being honest.
It's infuriating that the first shot you get is of the main attraction of the film, aka the whatever-osaurus, right? What was he called? Indominus.
The Indominus Rex.
The Indominus.
Presented by Verizon, of course.
I get it, it's a baby. Technically, it's not a full giveaway. But you don't give away the main feature of your film in the first 5 seconds. The first theme we're going to handle here is just lack of suspense building. If I go see Jurassic World, Jurassic anything, I expect suspense to be built. This is what I came to the movies for. And if you give it away...
There was no build-up, no suspense, no fear, no drama, no emotion. There was none of that.
It's very easy. It's not subjective. Don't give away your main feature off the bat. Can you call that a rule of screenwriting? I think you can.
101.
Foreshadow if you want to, but don't give it away. If we move on ahead to the first shot of the park, I have some problems with this as well, but, I have problems with everything, so that goes without saying. This whole introduction with the family, the park, people getting off, it feels lackadaisical.
It
right?
does.
Like the park is presented matter of fact. Oh, there's a park. Oh, there's dinosaurs. We're going to take it at face value, and we're not going to use that to build any suspense whatsoever. And I get it. That's the point that we're trying to make. Dinosaurs are a thing of the past. Instead, what do we get? Get a bunch of 5-year-olds looking out the window of this Airtran thing. The kids are impressed, and I'm sure the kids in the audience were impressed. Everyone above the age of 8 was chill. This whole thing reads like a chill montage. Here's these kids, here's this park. The mystery of the park is lost, the mystery of dinosaurs is lost. Again, no suspense.
Exactly, and one of the points that angers me the most is the first time we hear the iconic Jurassic Park theme song is when we see, Jurassic World. I was not impressed.
If John Williams was dead, he'd be rolling in his grave. But he's not. He's alive, and he won an Oscar. But you're using his music wrong. Wait till the money shot. Till you give me the Jurassic Park theme. They did give it to us. There it is, big panoramic shot.
It does nothing for you.
So, we get to this shot with the laboratory, right? Here's my problem with it. The same as the dinosaurs, the same as the park, the laboratory is presented matter of fact. And again, the mystery of the science behind it, moral duality about it, the sort of shrouded world that is the world of genetics is matter of fact. And it loses all its meaning. This laboratory is as unimpressive as the park or the dinosaurs themselves.
There's no feeling behind it. There's nothing impressive about it.
The best example is there are kids staring through the window of the laboratory, right? So the laboratory is treated every bit as much as an amusement park as the rest of the amusement park. Mm-hmm. So it makes us not take it seriously. I mean, as an audience member, if 5-year-olds are allowed to look at this stuff, then why should I be impressed at all as an audience member? Of course, you get Red. She's pitching to the Verizon people.
They have no clue of what they want. When Claire asks them what they want, they just say, oh, we just want to be impressed.
This movie just reflects itself so much. That's what it thinks of us, the audience. It thinks we want bigger teeth. It really does think we're that shallow. It treats us like these business people, and it delivers on that promise. It just gives us more teeth and no substance.
It's not about a scary dinosaur. It's about how you use those dinosaurs.
Anyway, they do this whole gag about, the Verizon dinosaur and, being the new sponsor. The mystery and the science that originally is part of Jurassic Park has been substituted for amusement and business. I think it's an unfavorable trade-off. I would have much rather seen Jurassic Park 1 again.
A billion times over.
A billion times. Maybe they didn't want to repeat the older movies. Maybe. But the older movies were better. You don't replace suspense with matter-of-factness, and you don't replace science with business. Nobody likes business. I'm in an MBA. I don't like business. Nobody likes business. Moving on. We get the first shot of the control room. One more time, it does nothing for the suspense of the film. You know, the whole first 30 minutes should be constantly building us up. That's
To
right.
the excitement, like, oh, we're gonna see Jurassic World.
That said, I could watch Red all day. I think the movie makers know it. The movie rests on her shoulders, so to speak. Nothing interesting is going on, and you're depending on having pretty and or likable people on stage to sustain your interest.
Rather than the story.
Rather than the story. And, you know, this is a blockbuster. Story is number one. We get some more lackadaisical shots of the kids. We get the owner. Finally, we get something that actually got my heart pumping a little bit, which is the shot of the containment pen for the Indominus Rex. And there's actually, you know, some fairly decent dialogue between the owner and Claire. The shot of the broken glass, you know. Now, what's the problem? We finally built some suspense. And what happens right after this shot? Suspense is completely killed, right? We move to Owen, and God, he's likable. I swear.
He really is. And yes, the Velociraptors are really cool. You know, God bless that little pig. But it's...
Yeah, again, Velociraptors, treated as matter of fact. So it's a cool shot. Why not? It is a cool shot. Chris Pratt is awesome. But the suspense is broken. You know, the little suspense you managed to build in the last shot is completely knocked down.
And then you find out, oh, they're being tamed.
And they're being fed.
And they're being fed, like...
What we're being told at is you shouldn't be nearly as scared of them. The movie has tamed dinosaurs for you. That's what the movie has done. And again, the shot rests on the shoulders of a very beautiful person. In this case, Chris Pratt.
He is
and,
very
you know,
beautiful.
there's nothing wrong with being beautiful. I mean, I'm beautiful. I deal with it every day. But your shot shouldn't rest on his shoulders. You should rest on the plot.
If the person happens to be beautiful, well, then that's just a plus.
We get 5 minutes of Fat Man trying to convince Chris Pratt that, you know, the dinosaur should be a weapon. You know what? It's fine. It's a cheesy Hollywood blockbuster. I'll accept that side narrative. But it shouldn't last 5 minutes. God. A single well-placed line would have been enough. I guess they're treating everybody in the audience the way they treat, you know, people in this park. They assume we're all children, and they need to spell it out for us.
Several times. And
you'll see that throughout the movie. Things just get spelled out and just drilled in. And here we go. All right. A little snippet of action. I actually had no problem. On its own, this scene I thought was pretty exciting.
I think it was.
But again, you know, there's no suspense before it, and you'll see the shot right after it. There's no suspense after it. So these moments where they actually manage to build some excitement and suspense are gone to waste because there's no line connecting all of them. There's no undercurrent of suspense building through all of them. And that's the general problem.
And from that tenseful moment, we end up to little kids on little dinosaurs.
Right, here we go. Again, a slap in the face. We're going to treat dinosaurs and we're going to treat the audience like idiots. We get Triceratops and we get kids riding them like it's a petting zoo. I get it. You're trying to knock them down a few notches and say that they're not exciting anymore. And the new exciting thing is the, you know, genetically modified creature. But seriously? This is just a shit shot I don't want to be seeing.
No.
Why would I want to see this fat little red? I mean, death to gingers. I mean, you see this kid and you understand why would I want to see this shot. I get it. They're matter of fact. I get it. Kids love the island. Why did you waste $20,000 on CGI of baby Triceratops? I don't get it. And all the suspense is gone. Yeah, we move on to this shark shot. Impressive to look at, sure. Again, the biggest, newest dinosaur, I would say. You know, if anything, a water dinosaur is the newest thing as far as I've seen. And it's treated like an absolute joke. It's a spectacle.
Like an orca or a little dolphin at SeaWorld. Like, oh, look at us. I should be afraid of that giant-ass thing. That thing just ate a white shark. It's massive, but I'm not getting it.
If you're gonna make these animals seem harmless, the purpose should be that that sense of security turns on you later in the movie, right? I mean, the problem is it never happens.
Exactly.
The only dinosaur that's built up, the Indominus Rex, and he's the only true threat, maybe with the exception of the Velociraptors. Every other dinosaur is treated like a joke and remains a joke.
Exactly, and that's something that we see, for example, in the real world. You know, things that happen in SeaWorld. You know, we have the orcas and we tame them, but sometimes things go wrong and, you know, there's still animals that we can't fully control. You expect something like that to happen in this movie, and you expect...
Control to be
like,
lost.
Exactly, but that never happens, so...
It's presented as harmless and remains harmless.